Welcome to Crook County High School. These are our front doors, and through these doors we have our secretary office. We have two secretaries right in here, and then down this hallway we have our admin, such as Mrs. Jonas, the principal, Mr. Huffman, and Mr. Ritter.
Next up, we have Mr. Bonner's office and the online options. Through this door, we have Mr. Bonner's office.
And right there we have our online options classroom.
Okay, so this is our library and it's going under construction. It's going to be really like a student lounge, and it's getting new floor, new everything. It's going to be awesome. This is also our computer lab.
Right through these doors is how you get in there, and obviously it doesn't really look like a library right now, but through here we have the library, and then back there is the future center with some of our counselors, and then behind us is the computer lab. And we just got all new computers donated by Facebook, so they're all brand new and it's super cool in there. Right here is our nurse's office. Obviously she's not here right now, but that's where you go if you need any assistance. Through these doors are Mr. Cochran. He is our CTE coordinator, and he's also the football coach.
Good morning. Welcome.
This is the high school commons. This is where you freshmen will be eating lunch a lot of the time, and some of the upperclassmen will eat lunch in here with you. And we also have different events throughout the year that are held here.
Not only that, but we have our counseling center over here. There you can find Ms. Kasperger and Mr. Kessie, and they'll help with you with all your schedule needs, and they'll help you with anything really. So if you need them, they're in there.
This is the student store. It's ran by the small business class, but that you can buy smoothies and snacks during ELO and after school.
This is the cafeteria where you can get your lunch. There's hot lunch, sandwich bar, and breakfast is served in the mornings and dinner after school. Through these doors we have our gymnasium. This is where all volleyball games, basketball games are held. Over here we have our visiting parent section and our parent section. Over here we have the student section, which we named the Lit Pit. And if you are sitting in the Lit Pit, you have to stand up and be lit.
So through these doors, we have our main bathrooms for the bottom floor and vending machines to the left. We then have our seniors' lockers and trophy cases that hold most of our trophies. There are two small ones in the front. Then further down, there's the NJROTC and drill team and band lockers that are full-length lockers. And then you would go right to the PE hallway kind of. Right here is a girls' bathroom that leads into the girls' locker room, and then this goes into the main gym. Our trainers room is right here for sports, and then we go to the boys' locker room and bathrooms with water bottle filling station and water fountains. And then we have our wrestling room. That is for the wrestlers, obviously. And then our weightlifting room for all of our weight training classes, and our small gym on the right.
down this hallway we have backstage right through these doors, which leads you straight to the back of the stage in the auditorium. And then if you keep going down this hallway, there is a set of doors that goes outside that leads out to the ISS room and some other buildings back there. Through these doors, we have our choir room and our green room for drama. And further back here, we have our band room.
We're on the back side of the high school right now, and we're right out back behind the culinary arts classroom. You can see it from the big window right there. First, we have our geometry and construction. We have our engineering and manufacturing, as well as our welding and ag sciences classes. And over there, we have our greenhouse that is used by ag sciences.
Right off the cafeteria is the auditorium, where we have a lot of plays, improv shows, and shows just in general. Down this hallway, we have the janitor's area is right through this door right here. This is to get to the back of the cafeteria food service area for people who help with that. This hallway leads out to the other side of the ag area. These are the staircases to get upstairs. There's like 3 staircases across this high school to get upstairs. This is the staff lounge. It has all the staff stuff, and all the students are allowed in there anytime. Right here is the culinary. Mr. Higginsey in the culinary area. This is his classroom office. This is Mrs. Pepper with health. Or no, sorry, Miss Cross with health. This is the art class. This is the big art room where all the art is done. And then down this hallway, we go into the science area. I think that's it for this one.
This is Commander's room. He is ROTC, has naval science classes. And then down this hall is...
We have trophy cases and some of the plaques from previous drill teams. And then in this room, we have Master Chief's room, who is the drill team coach and NS1 instructor, so freshman ROTC. On the other side of the hall, we have 2 science classes, and this room will have some of the freshman science classes. Mrs. Mom.
Okay, this is one of our main staircases. It leads up to our math hallway unit kind of area, but it's a full circle so you can go anywhere. And then we enter our like science unit, and this would be our Mrs. Joyce, who teaches almost all of our health classes. Mr. Lowenbach, he teaches chem, physics, all of the really hard classes. And he has 2 doorways, so it's this one and this is the main doorway. And then we go to Mr. Olkers, who teaches honors biology, so some freshmen will have him, and human anatomy and physiology. And then when we go around this corner, we have our last science teacher, who is Mr. Harvey, who teaches physical science as well.
Just inside the school, on this side of Mr. Bonner's office, we have the staircase that goes up to the English hallway. This staircase is probably the most used staircase in the entire school. Most students use this staircase for all of their classes. We have our English teachers straight up the stairs from here. Do you want to see which teachers we have?
Yeah. So we have Miss Johnson right here. Oh, dang it, it's Miss Beebe. Sorry, Miss Beebe. And then Miss Duke is over here. Down this hall is CD and Kurtz.
Kurtz teaches freshman English and sophomore English and junior English. CD is only seniors. Duke is sophomores, and BB is freshmen and juniors. And then we have one more English class down here, and that is Miss Picard. She teaches creative writing and junior and sophomore English.
So this is Picard's class. As we said, she teaches juniors and sophomores English and creative writing. This is Mr. Mum's class, a new class we have, robotics. Over here, there's a lot of furniture out in the halls because we are waxing the inside and making it nice for the new school year.
After you pass Mr. Mum's room, you'll go around the corner and we have a student study center, which is 206.5. It's a room where teachers will send kids if they're behind or you just need to study for something, and you can take tests in there if you're late. And then we go into our math wing. It starts with Mr. Smith, and then Mr. Smith with Mrs. Groves in this little corner. And then we continue to 2 more bathrooms, and we have all this furniture. And then we go Mrs. Booster in the very corner to Mrs. Kasperger right here, and our random social studies teacher in the middle of our math wing, which is Mr. Booster. And then our last math teacher is that doorway right there, who is Mr. Williams.
If you continue going straight from Mr. Williams' classroom, it will go down this hall. But first, this is the stairs to get down to the science wing / hallway. Down this hallway, we have Spanish and history. So this is Mr. Abrams. This is Mr. Rosh. I don't know what class this is.
AP US history.
And then through this jungle of stuff, we go. We have Miss Wiles right here. She's a history teacher, and then Mrs. Krawcheck and Mrs. Lowenbach right here. This is Miss Krawcheck does AVID and some Spanish, and then same for Lowenbach. This is a storage room. This is another staircase. This goes down to art and culinary, and then a water vending machine, another custodial closet, and water fountains that are normally working. They're always working. And then, yeah, I think that's good. That's good. So this one.
Over here we have the booth above the auditorium, so where all the sound is and everything. And then we have, on the right you have the bathrooms, and you overlook the commons. And down here we have Schreiner's room, who teaches Spanish. And we have, a great view of the commons. Then we have, down here we have where you get your chromes, and if you have any tech problems, you can come talk to the tech people in here.
So coming down the stairs to the right is the courtyard. There is ping pong tables and just tables to eat lunch at. There's chess tables. There are some big Jenga to play, and it's just a hangout spot for lunch if you want. So outside the commons area is this another hangout spot, and then over here is the softball fields. So JV's over there, and then varsity's over here, and then over here is soccer.
Back behind us is our parking lot. Half of it is for staff and half of it is for students. And then on the other side, we have our tennis courts where both of our girls team and our boys team practice. The boys team is on this side and the girls team is on this side. And then we have all of our home matches here.
And then over here is our sand volleyball pit. It's mostly just for fun and to play sand volleyball.
Thank you for joining us for our virtual tour of the high school. Can't wait to see you in September.